following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Sam in Irvine, California. Hey, Sam, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Doing great. You having a good day out there?
I'm having a great day. Thank you very much. I want to preface by saying that I'm so grateful to you and TFNN for you to assemble such a great people, such a team to help the small investors like myself.
Well, we appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us, Sam. Thank you so much.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great weekend, safe weekend. Let's make it a great week, folks. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow up 169, NASDAQ up 40, S&P's up 14.5. Gold contract down $6.50, traded at $1,299 an ounce. Silver up 10 cents at $19.62 an ounce. Platinum down 12 at $1,443 an ounce. Oil off 87 cents at $96.48 a barrel. Bonds, you have the 10-year down 9 ticks at 126.11. 30-year down 29 ticks at 140.04. And King Dollar up 171 ticks at 81.64. The euro is down 40 at 133, and the yen is up 21, trading at 102.57. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Cash S&P, we're at 1969, and you're up 14 bucks. You're over the 1965, which was the downdraft that was created on the 31st. If we take a look at the SPY, and if you want to see a nice Tiger Gottlieb, folks, and it has everything in it, it's pretty amazing watching this shake out. We'll see whether it's going to be successful or not. So what you have is this. The SPY right now is up $1.51. The Gottlieb itself came on Friday. The thing that was amazing, actually, about this one here, it not only came on Friday, but as soon as it was made, that's when the market fell apart. It was pretty sick. It was made at 10:30 in the morning, and the next tick, it was like out of nowhere. You know, the SPY went from 196.65, it went straight down to 194.31. Now, this morning, what do? You get over this high again. It's still in place, and Tiger Gottlieb's, folks, is very hard to make. What it is this. First, this is a Tiger Gottlieb sell. First, you're going to come down with volume. Then you're going to get a counter trend bounce going, and you'll have the A to B equals C to D, but what's happening is it's not a typical ABC structure as in time of the trade. What it is that as you pass the B point, you pass it with lighter volume, and you're going into the other side of the downdraft with lighter volume. In this case, what we did is this. On Friday, you bottom line, no, was it Thursday? No, it was Friday, okay. No, it was Tuesday. It was Wednesday that it passed the B point. 69 million shares versus 74. So it passed it. In fact, I remember Dave from Clearwater called up, and we were talking about, hey, this thing is setting up. Sure enough, it hit it. Then what it did on Friday, it popped. As it was popping, it was coming into the downdraft, 183 million shares, and it did 139. Gave it up. It's going to be intriguing to see how we come into this close today. The reason being is this. It's going to be really hard for the market to sell off at all right now because Europe did close higher. Intraday, what we have, though, is this. Intraday, the high on Friday was 196.65 in the SPY. We're at 197.29 right now, and we'll see whether it can. I suspect it's not going to get under the 196.65. But I do expect what you're going to see a little pressure to trying to get it down to the 196.90. Now, that's a lot. But what we did have here at 1440 You get a slight expansion on the way down. You get a little bounce right here. So it's going to be interesting watching this baby come into the close out here today. Gold contract. Now, gold, man, that was a trip on Friday, no doubt. So what did they do? On Friday, this is what you had, folks. And this is strong for gold, and this is what it is. Gold contract right now is down $6. It's trading at $1,300. What you did on Friday, what this contract did on Friday, was get down. They had fast price destruction without the volume. Well, not without the volume. We had 192,000 contracts. That, however, was going into the sign of strength from August 6th, which had 160,000, and it didn't break the swing, lowest swing, and that was also going into the sign of strength from the 19th of June. Those correlations are still saying gold's going higher. You didn't break the swing, guess what? If you don't break a swing point, folks, on the way down or the way up, market's not talking, walking, or squawking. That was a test, rejection of lower price. It didn't have lighter volume than the 6th of August. It definitely had lighter volume than the 19th of June. There was 225,000 contracts there versus the 190,000. That's saying, guess what? Gold's going higher. Equities, the equities held up really well also. Bond market. This bond market's a trip. So today, down 9 ticks. We're at 126.11. The B point on this is 126. Took it out with conviction. 128 is the number up in this 10-year bonds. The yield on the 10-year right now is 2.387. 30-year bond out here, this thing's on its way to 142. We hit 141.01 today. We are at 140.05 right now. We'll see how it gets up to the 142 area. Bottom line, these bonds want to go higher. Yields are going lower. King dollar. We go take a look at King dollar. What we have with King dollar is this. That's building cause for another leg up in the marketplace. Right now, King dollar is at 81.63. And what I expect you're going to see out of here, the next leg up on this is pretty amazing, actually, because you're talking about an 85. That's where it looks like this is baby actually wants to go to. If we take a look at this on a longer-term basis, we put this up. What you're going to see, I put this on a 10-year right now. Your next swing point, which it wants to go after, is at 84.95. So 85. That's the next number. And that's going to be a big area. The reason being is that we haven't been able to take that area out since August of 2010. So we'll see this particular time if, in fact, it can get enough juice to get up and over that area. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Take a look at some of the high-volume stocks, because what we have out here today, folks, is that when we went higher on Friday, you had the volume behind the move, option expiration. Didn't matter. The volume was there. What you had out here today, of course, you're going to get to a higher high. You're going to have lighter volume. The real key is going to be, will you get a rejection of higher price on any of the indices? And the reason I'm saying that's going to be hard to do is because of the fact that Europe closed at its highs. But when you do go back, if we take a look at the E-minis, ESZ4, the futures, what you're going to see here, I'm going to put this on a 2-day right now so it can get a little bit clearer. Okay, so what we have here is this. The high on Friday in the E-minis was 1953. Right now, you're at 1959. The expansion that was up was right at the beginning of the day, which is 0950. Once it got up to this 1960 area, absolutely no juice. So we'll see as we come into the close, can it get into the 1957 area? And now, that's only 2 points down, but what would happen at the 1957 area, folks, is that it could suck it right back into 1954. And, of course, if it's 1954, then it's going to be a real close call as to can it make the 1953, because the close, even at 415 of 1953, would be a failure on price and volume. The volume's not even going to be close out here today compared to Friday. We've done 331 million right now in the NYSE. We take a look at the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ's at 1.1. So the NASDAQ looks like it come in about 1.5 versus 1.7. The NASDAQ, the NYSE will come in about, the NYSE is going to come in really short. We're at 331. That would come in at about 460 because right now we're at 316. We have one of the targets that want to look at the NDX 100, the 3Qs. More than likely what you're going to see with this 3Qs, that is going to basically do an extension. So let's see. It's going to be a 1.27 extension. We'll bisect and dissect that as soon as we come back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials right now up 168. NASDAQ up 38. S&P's up 14. Gold down to $6. Silver up 12 cents. Platinum off 12. We're going to be right back, folks.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. Daryl Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Daryl Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads. We've just launched one of our best Tiger Dollar sales ever. Right now, you can get a 40% bonus on any Tiger Dollar purchase through Sunday, August 24th. That's right, a 40% bonus. If you're a current subscriber, then this might be the easiest 40% you can make all year. And if you're thinking about subscribing, then get your Tiger Dollars now with a 40% bonus. They never expire and can be used for any TFNN product or service. For all the details, visit TFNN.com and lock in your 40% Tiger Dollar bonus today. You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on Chinese stocks, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
with the launch of Tiger TV. TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pesavento, Andy Hecht, Thinkorswim, or Terrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow up 165, Nasdaq up 38, S&Ps are up 14. And as you're over at our website, folks, at TFNN, you're going to see right on the front page the Tiger Dollar Sale, the end of the summer Tiger Dollar Sale. The way this works is that we do this a few times each year. This one here, you get a 40% bonus. So what that specifically means is that you have a minimum purchase of $500. The max would be $2,000. But if you want to make 40% on your money very quickly, you purchase $500, you get $700 Tiger dollars. You purchase $1,000, you get $1,400. You purchase $2,000, you get $2,800. You can name your own price. If you have subscriptions right now at TFNN, bottom line is you can name your own price over $500, less than $2,000, and get a 40% match. That program is good until this week, folks. Check it out on the front page of TFNN. So let's go back over to the 3 Qs. We had a question on the 3 Qs as to how they're over their highs. You do have lighter volume. And when you take a look at this, so your last swing point up here on first high was made on July 24th. We had out there, you got a high of 97.51, 24 million shares. Well, so we get 29 million. You came down, we're over that high with 29 million, but yet you have already come down with 50 million. You come down with 60 million. Friday, we ended up doing 55 million. The high of Friday is 97.93. Now, what you would do with this is that when you take a look at it, it's like, okay, this baby is making a leg. The real question is that where does that leg start? Are we taking the leg from, it's going to be a close one. What you're looking for is that what is the 120%, 127% of the leg? Because that's what it's doing right now. What I would do specifically is that I would wait for a failure of the 97.63. Because what you have is that you're at 98 right now. Inside the NDX 100, which is putting the strength into the NDX 100 today, is that you have Yahoo up a buck, FFIV is up 251. You get Autodesk up 109, and you get Illumina up 340. Taken away, you get Monster Beverage down $5. You have Dollar Tree off a $1.50. You get NPX Semiconductor, which is down 133, and you get AMAT off 35. If we do go back over to one of the leaders inside the NASDAQ today, this is one of the biotechs out here. It had already come off the high with volume. It's ILMN. You're doing a counter trend bounce right now, and you're doing that on lighter volume. I suspect that'll probably back down again. Apple, let's go take a look at Apple, because what you have with Apple, Apple is trying to get to hit that 100 mark that was its high going back to September of 2012. It's 100.74. That's the number. I suspect we're going to hit it. When it gets this close, it's going to go tag it. That, folks, also is a shooting star. Shooting stars love to get tested. So we'll see, in fact, can Apple hold it once it gets up into that level. And it's hit 99.37 thus far. So what do you get, a buck? You get a buck up there. Some of the Dow stocks out here, this is what you have. You have American Express up 51. Marbell's not back 14. Big Blue's up 186. Inside the Dow, it's putting strength inside the Dow out here today, is United Technologies. Now, that's a dead cat bounce in an extraordinary way, too. That's up 228. You get Visa up $4. Let's go take a look at Visa and see what's happening with Visa. So Visa, still in a consolidation, no big deal. Yeah, she couldn't make it. She gapped down. Visa had gapped down on the 24th of July. High there was 223. Opens the next day at 215. That's what she's coming into right now. She's coming in with a lot lighter volume, too. Let's see, let's bring this back. So inside the Dow, those, you had Nike is the next one. That's $1.44. That's up. And GE is up 40 cents. GE is a dead cat bounce also. Taking points away from the Dow, you had Marbell, which is down 16 cents, no big deal. Merck is off 22. CVX is off 25. And Verizon is off 75. I suspect the second one, not the second one, but Big Blue, IBM right now is trading up 190. That is also something that can't seem to get out of this consolidation that's in. The top of that consolidation is 198. The bottom is 174. 179, rather. Today, what you're doing, you're up on 1.8 million versus 5.1 million on the way down. It's pretty dramatic. There's no doubt. Each one of these bounces, folks, how we come up into it, bottom line, will it fail? Will it won't fail? Will you get to another high? The way this market has traded and the way that the sentiment is, like the market can never go down, my take is that the S&P will not get to another high. You know, this is a counter-trend bounce. The surprises are going to come to the downside. The amazing part, and I can see why the bulls and the bears, both the bulls, each and every time they bought this dip, it comes right back. The bears, every time that you get an acceleration down, it comes back on the other side. So I can see why the bulls keep going in to buy it, and the bears could be paranoid of selling it. I think this is a great place to sell the market. It's going to be really intriguing in the aspect of this Tiger Gottlieb setup. If you have the art of time in the trade and you understand how this is set up, it's a really cool setup. But it's very hard to do, folks. It's very hard to do, whether it's to buy or sell in a Tiger Gottlieb. You know, the Gottliebs are powerful themselves. A Tiger Gottlieb, my take, is a lot more powerful. Why? Because the dimensions are inside it, meaning the Tiger Gottlieb has to come down on volume first, has to have a counter-trend bounce, has to take out a B point on lighter volume, and still go into a high-volume bar. That's on a sell. On a buy, it would be the same. It would be the same thing. You have to go up on volume. You have to pull back. A to B equals C to D. And you have to pull back with lighter volume. You have to take out a swing low with lighter volume. Then you have to go into a sign of strength with lighter volume. So we'll see how this shakes out, you know, coming into that close out here today. What I have seen many times, though, when you get option expiration, you get a surge forward. Even in a down market, that surge has to get tested. And that's what we've had out here this morning. That's where this test is coming in for those highs. The real key, of course, is going to be, will the price hold in the next 30 minutes coming into this close? So we'll see where that does shake out. The IWM, let's go take a look at the small caps out here. Small caps continuing to show they are the weakest indice. You know, the IWM had a high out here of 120 March. It tested the 120 area in July, gave it up, come back down to 109. It looks to me like even today the small caps are going to fail. The IWM, if it closes under 114.45 today, is a failure. You did 53 million shares on Friday. Today we're going to do all of about 30 million. So it's going to be a price point at this particular point in the marketplace for the next 30 minutes. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We have the Dow Industrials up 157. Nasdaq's up 37. S&Ps are up 13.5. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock in option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Andy Heck's powerful weekly newsletter, the Technomental Commodity Report, has delivered multiple triple-digit winning trades in recent months. And right now's the perfect time to get a full month-long trial to Andy's newsletter with no obligation to pay anything. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $59 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Now let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar is going to be the generator. It is the generator of basically higher dollar, lower market. And what the dollar has done, and this whole uptrend, folks, has just gone sideways. The way it works, folks, is this.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow right now up 155, Nasdaq up 36, S&P's up 13. Let's go over to this future here for a second, because what we have happening coming into this close, it looks to me like we're going to get a couple more sells here. So, ESU4. Okay, so we're at 18. Yes. Okay, we're at 1966. And you get all of 30 minutes left into trading. So what we have is this. It's really going to it's going to be interesting. So we're into the bar, right? Well, actually, it's 1/2 a point lower. So where we're at is this, 1965.75. You get into that bar, and that's saying it'll get to the bottom of that bar before the close, which is pretty cool here. So watch this, folks. And this 10-minute bar just started. If we bisect and dissect this, well, it's 6 minutes into it. But the bar that happened at the 1520 mark had an expansion of volume. It was 11,000 contracts. This bar that we're working on right now looks like it very well may be able to take that 11,000 out. If it does, and you get into 1965.75, it's going to be the probability goes up that you'll get to the beginning of that bar, which is 1961. And if you do get to 1961, that's going to be the same type of setup as that, that would be under the highs of Friday. So I suspect we're going to have an exciting close coming into this close out here today. Percentage-wise, this is what we have happening. You have the Dow up 0.9%, S&P up 0.7, the Nasdaq is up 0.8. If we go over and we take a look at Gold Corp for one of our tigers out here. So Gold Corp, folks, is trading at 28.59, and what you have is that you at 29.27, which was the high in March, that it's trying to test that high, number one. I expect you're going to get it. Now, when we put this on a yearly basis, what you're going to see is you're coming into, and it's where it has to build cause, you're coming into the downdraft. I'll put it on a 2-year, actually, so you can see this a little bit clearer on the what you're doing is that you're coming into the downdraft that had been created out here in April of 2013. Your first leg down, which was from 33 to 30, had 36 million shares, and then we had 36 million again. And that level right there, as well as so that was April of 2013, and then you hit 32 and gave it up again. That was 41 million. So you get 41 million, 45, 48 million, and the first time we tried to run back up there again, we had 24 million. That run up on a weekly was the week of July 11th. You try to run up there last week with 19 million. So that's building cause to get up into the 29.77 area and get over the downdraft. Now, the positive thing, so watch what happens, is that when you're sitting below a swing point and you haven't pushed into the swing point yet, you have a shot to take it out. What this hasn't shown yet is that it has the expansion of volume as it comes up to it, because that's what you see many times, is that before it's going to get into this 29.27, you're looking for a big expansion of volume. That happened on the 10th of July. It happened again on the 14th. But you're going to need more than that. The expansion was not bad, but you're going to need more than that. So what I do see, though, in the gold metals is that the metals themselves, meaning the equities, are leading the pack, meaning they're leading the physical metal. So what that tells me is that the equities are going to yank the physical metal up somehow. When the actual equities are leading it, it's a huge indication that the metal wants to go higher. Friday, in particular, folks, was a nice day for the equities, for the gold equities, because if you were in front of a screen, I would happen to be off, but I was in front of a screen for a while, and what did happen is that when they had that fast price destruction down, the equities pull back, rejected lower price very quickly, and then start flattening out. That in itself on a Friday is huge. Why? Because Friday is the day that they can basically take the metals apart as well as taking the equities apart. TROV, let's see what this company is. Applied Genomics, the low is $2.97, the high is $9.13. And let's see what this is. So we bring this back. Oh, it's going to be interesting. Oh, look at this. So I put this on a monthly. Okay, so on a monthly, let's see what he's shooting for. One of the Tigers must be they're shooting for high volume shooting star. So check this out. If you want to see a high volume shooting star, I'd like to get tested. This is one of them. The low of the high volume shooting star on a monthly is 758. The high is 1026. And this is probably a biotech, right? The biotechs just don't stop. So this company's taking in $57 million. At least they're taking in some money. And yes, it is a good setup. You know, you have big volume coming in this. Next leg, you're at 457. Next leg on this will go to 592. If you're in this baby, the way that I would set that up is that you have that high volume shooting star out there. Pick a number. If you're in at this low, pick a number, put the sale in, because this equity in general is a personality stock, because when you can trade from, let's just see what this thing did. Yeah, you know, you traded from a price point of $2 last August up to 10. No, okay, so it was $2.11 August of 2012. It was $10.20 August of 2013. It was, this is cool, it was $3 at August 14. You know, now, yeah, you can't bust it down. It's going to try to bust it up. That's how that's set up. But the wide price spread is pretty dramatic, meaning if you get a test of that highest swing point, more than likely what you're going to see is you're going to see lighter volume very quickly, and you're going to see that thing pull back again. Stocks don't go up and down $500, 500%, even in the course of a year, and then give up 500% again, which that equity does. So great, you can play it up, you can play it down. Some of the, let's go over to the SPY and see what's happening as we come into the close out here. So the SPY right now is at 197.19. The 45 price point was the high out here, and we'll see whether it can basically hold the 197. See, this is teetering right here. It's so interesting, man, because what you just did, what we just had on the last 5-minute, last 10-minute bar is you had a wicked expansion, large expansion of volume, 2.3 million shares on the 10 minutes. So what that's saying is that you had, in fact, let me see if I can bring this up and see what you're going to be looking at right now. There she is, 1532. That's it. That's the sell. So you get someone in here. There's the sell right there. So you get someone in here that's selling. When you're looking at my screen right here, that was one trade, 933,000. That's a monster. Think about that. Do the math on that. 933,000 shares times $197.21. So you have there's an operator in there, and that operator decided to sell. It doesn't mean that that operator is going to be the correct aspect of it, but what you do have is that that's downward pressure coming into the marketplace at the close out here today. And percentage-wise, point-wise, it looks pretty good. Percentage meaning, you know, you're up pretty good when the Dow's up $1.61. That's a big number. Percentage-wise, it's not that big though. We're still under 1%. The S&P's at 0.7%. The DAX in Germany was flat out here. Well, it was up $152. That was after it had already broken its April swing lows. That little baby came down and came down hard last week. At the beginning of last week, it went to 89.03, which broke the 89.13. And, you know, we'll see whether it basically is going to take that apart or, in fact, continue on a small counter-trend bounce. 877-927-6648. Thank you, Mark. 184 million trade on the SPY. That's it. That's a big number, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. You come right back. We have the Dow. The Dow is up 163. NASDAQ up 37. S&Ps are up 14.5. We're going to be right back.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com. Eastern legend tells of a fair maiden who was offered a rare gift by the king of the land, a bag of pearls. The king promised that she could keep the largest, most perfect pearl she could find with these 3 conditions. 1, choose only 1 pearl. 2, remove 1 pearl at a time, accept or reject it. And 3, if rejected, it would be lost forever. She began by looking at the pearls, passing on many special treasures. She delved deeper into the bag, and soon the pearls were replaced with pebbles. Sadly, she went home empty-handed. Folks, replace pearls with time, because we cannot go back even 2 seconds. We live in the eternal moment of now. So when now are you going to take advantage of my offer to you, a subscription to my daily investment newsletter service, Mastering Probability, where you can experience the most incredible pearls for trading and investing, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator and Strategy. The offer? It gets better. A 30-day money-back guarantee. Don't go home empty-handed. Mastering Probability. Available on the homepage of TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
No matter where you listen to TFNN programming, we want you to know you can always access your favorite shows on demand through TFNN.com. TFNN airs live programming every market day from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern. And you can view each program by accessing Tiger TV through our homepage. We even have an easy link for all mobile devices, including iPhones and iPads, located at the top right-hand corner of the TFNN homepage. You can use your smartphone to view Tiger TV, but if you don't have a mobile connection that can keep up with streaming live video, then you can simply visit tfnn.mobi in the browser of your smartphone for live streaming audio of all of our programs. The mission of TFNN is to educate our audience directly and interactively through our interactive website and radio call and talk shows. TFNN is able to teach all levels of investors the technical skills needed to trade in today's marketplace. In order to get the best information possible, TFNN has assembled the most respected financial minds in the country to provide the most current news and comprehensive advice available. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by BackTech Environmental. For more information, just click the BackTech banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now up 168. Nasdaq's up 41. S&Ps are up 15. And, folks, as you come over to TFNN, don't forget we have that Tiger Dollar sale going on this week only. And the way that works, you can get, we are matching 40%. So if you buy 500 Tiger Dollars, you get 700. If you buy 1,000, you get 1,400. If you buy 2,000, you get 2,800. Tiger Dollars, folks, are good for all products at TFNN, no expiration date, and totally transferable. You can check it out right in the front page of TFNN. That sale is on this week. We go over to the SPY right now, coming into the close out here, and she is at the 197.32, and that looks like she's gonna hold price coming into here. So what does that set up? That sets up, when we take a look at this SPY, what we have is that you're into the bar of the day prior to the breakdown, which is July 30th. The top of that bar is 197.91. Volume's not even going to be close here, so it's going to be, I suspect, you know, my take is that we're not going to hit the low 199.06. Why? Because each one of these highs, so watch how each one of these highs that come in. It's been dramatic, the fall off in volume versus how you come back down. And this one here is about as deviant as you can get, meaning that you had the downdraft out there from 199 down to 190 pretty quickly. You come back just as quickly. In fact, on the way down, 3.6. On the way down, it was 3.6. So this is interesting. The way down was 6 days, and the way up, we're on the 7th day right now. So we'll see where this shakes out. Inside the let's go to the DIA, the diamonds. What we have with DIA, what we have with the diamonds is this. That's interesting. Yeah, see, the diamonds are really weak. So when we look at the indices, you have the small cap is the weakest. Diamonds are next. The diamonds right now are doing 2.6 million versus the downdraft of 9 million. We're at 168, and you know that's saying, hey, you know, you close at these levels, that means we can get to 168.76. Point-wise, if we go over to the Dow Industrials and we take a look at that, the Dow Industrials, what you do have with the Dow had gone from a high out here of 17,115 down to 16,333. The Dow hasn't made it over its downdraft yet. That number would be 869, 16,869. We've got to 16,840 out here, which is a good start. Bottom line, though, has not made it up into those levels. We go take a look at the oil and gas sector, the XLE. XLE still does not have any juice. It looks like a large ABC structure on the way down. Hasn't been able to get out of its way. It is pretty amazing, folks, when you look at the commodity complex. The price of unleaded gas, that continues to go lower, and that, no doubt, is going to put a lot more money in people's pockets. Right now, the number 2 unleaded is $2.66, and what I find so intriguing this time is this. You know, I had to fill up over the weekend, and it was 25% less to fill up the car. 25%. It's like, you got to be kidding me. Now, the amazing part is that we always would talk about that when gas prices go up, the gas station owners find their ladders very quickly to bring them up. But, in fact, when prices have come down, meaning wholesale prices, the commodity prices, it has not hit the pump that quick. This particular time, it looks to me that it has actually hit the pump quicker than the price has actually gone down, which is just amazing, you know. So, I mean, Mitch is saying it's $3.45 in Boston right now, and if that's just regular, right now you can go almost anywhere. Well, I can't say anymore. You know, in Pinellas County in Florida, anyway, it's $3.05. You know, so it'll be really sweet watching it break that $3 level. But the way that the oil contract is trading, if we go over to oil for a second, oil wants to go a lot lower. Oil out here, she's at 96.54 right now, and you know, if she breaks this, she's going to test the 94.13 area. If she breaks that with volume, oh man, this thing's going to basically get croaked. So we'll see how that does shake out. But it's like how, you know, you get trouble in the Middle East, but yet oil goes down dramatic. You know, bottom line is that there was a number I heard out here today. Of course, they're talking about electric cars in a huge way, and I suspect between electric cars and what you have with natural gas in the larger trucks, you know, little by little, there's going to be less oil dependence, and what that's going to do immediately is bring the prices not only down, because then it's going to be a reach to the bottom as to who can start cashing out the most amount of money the quickest, and you know where that's going to take place. So that in itself is going to be intriguing. We'll see whether Apple can tag that $100 price point. She's right next to it right now. Apple's trading out here at the 99.15 area. She hit 99.37 today, and she is going after the high that was established in 2012. If we go over to United Technologies, now United Technologies is the largest mover of the Dow today. This is up 242, counter trend bounce, folks. United Technologies had come down to 10 million shares. She's going up on 4.5. She had come down from $120 into 103. She's at 108 right now, and she can make that run up to 112.57. Is it one? No, 109.11. 109.11 is the number, and what that number is, as she comes down into that area, that's where ICE is. That's the bottom of ICE. The top of ICE is basically at 114 straight out. American Express, AXP. We take a look at the American Express. That also is a very large ABC structure on the way down. That come down hard out of 96. We're at 87 right now. That little baby is basically building cars to get down to the 85, 75 area, and we'll see if, in fact, that can break it, and that would be a very large ABC structure on the way down. Live cattle is still out there at 148. You got, it's intriguing here out here today because silver does have a little juice behind it. It's up 12 cents, but it rejected lower lows. You stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming right back. The Dow finished, well, it's not finished, but it looks like it's going to finish at about $1.70. NASDAQ at 42. S&P's at 15.5. Gold is at $12.99. Silver is $19.46. You stay right there. We're coming right back, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den.